Against this background, the private sector in the Americas has become an even more vital partner in our efforts to advance democracy and development. Through a series of private-public partnerships, the business sector has contributed greatly to providing training and technology to marginalized groups, including the youth, women, indigenous people, and Afro-Latinos. The OAS has been very active in this area. Through the effort of several of our affiliated organizations, such as the Trust of the Americas, the Young Americas Business Trust, and the Pan American Development Foundation, we have successfully mobilized private sector support for development. There are numerous similar organizations across the Americas that are using the training and technology resources of the private sector to build capacity in our countries. Firms in the Americas and the Commonwealth are already doing trade and joining each other. I hope that as the entrepreneurial activities thrive, they will work together and with their respective governments and civil society groups to contribute to the development of their respective countries and regions. We have a strong program together with other regional institutions on the issues of corporate social responsibility, and that has been developing very much in the countries of the Caribbean in recent years. At the recent Summit of the Americas held here in Port of Spain, our heads of state and government outlined a clear and concise agenda for the Americas, which calls for action in several areas, and that includes taking steps to speed up economic recovery, providing social protection networks for vulnerable groups, cooperating on energy, working together to avoid protectionism and keep open economies, improve public security, and strengthen democratic governance. The members of the OAS are all striving to advance these mandates in our various ministerial and inter-American fora, and sharing best practices through hemispheric networks and programs. The governments and people of the Commonwealth are faced with similar challenges, so we must use this opportunity of holding the Commonwealth meetings in Trinidad and Tobago to explore ways to deepen our cooperation to address shared challenges. In fact, our Caribbean constituency, our shared Caribbean constituency, is engaged in a serious struggle for survival and development in this increasingly globalized world. The effects of climate change and natural disasters threaten their physical and economic health, as does their extreme vulnerability to economic shocks. This struggle, occurring on the eve of the Copenhagen Climate Change Summit, is therefore an ideal opportunity for the countries of the Commonwealth, big and small, industrialized and developing, rich and poor, to take forward a common position in the interest of the group's most vulnerable members. The current economic crisis has laid bare some of the alarming realities facing our smaller states. Those countries that have highly indebted economies but have graduated from access to concessionary finance from the international and financial institutions are now caught in a vicious circle of borrowing to service their debt, which in turn negatively affects their credit rating. As we all know, a reduced credit rating further limits their ability to access much-needed financing in times of economic contraction. I believe that the international financial institutions and other development institutions should revisit their policies regarding micro and small states, especially those who through great effort have improved their human and economic development indicators, but whose small size, geographic location, and open economies leave them exposed to the ravages of natural and economic upheavals. Given the Caribbean's special situation, which they share with other micro and small states in the Commonwealth, the countries gathered here in Port of Spain have an obligation and opportunity to work together to bolster the resilience of those states to external shocks. Greater unity between the countries of the Americas and the Commonwealth is vital in the current global economic climate, for ours is a vital nexus in the context of global geopolitical and economic relations. We must explore genuine South-South cooperation in areas of mutual interest, which include trade, investment, energy, environmental conservation, and development. The OAS and the Commonwealth have leading members in the powerful groupings of the WTO and the G20. Actually, 5 members of the Organization of American States are also members of the G20. We should work together to pursue a common agenda on issues of mutual interest to our member countries. In so doing, we would truly be advancing the theme of this Commonwealth Business Forum and Heads of Government meeting, partnership for a more equitable and sustainable future. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, it is my sincere hope that we can build on the historical, political, cultural, economic linkages that have existed between the countries of the Americas and the Commonwealth to advance consensus on our common issues, challenges and opportunities, and pursue joint advocacy of global issues of mutual interest. Thank you very much.